Okay. There we go. Alright, so what I'm going to do is start off with a little bit of Player Unknown. Probably play for an hour or so, maybe 45 minutes. I'm going to dip out for a little bit and then I'm going to come back. Unfortunately, I have a few commitments, but I didn't want to not stream tonight, so I wanted to make sure at least I came in for a couple of hours. So I've got at least an hour now, and then probably an hour later on as well, hopefully. So I am trying to get my stuff sorted in my own personal life. It's kind of taking a little bit longer than I thought it would. Especially getting my sleep schedule sorted. So hopefully, once that's all sorted, my life will be a lot easier. Where's my... There we go. It's weird. Cool. Alright, now this doesn't want to even load. This is good times. I can hear it doing something. Alright. Oh. Okay. That's not good. I have no idea what the hell this shit is. I'm gonna touch it just in case. Alright. Make sure it's not running in the background. So much shit running. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, at least it's kind of working this time. I just hope that it actually projects on my screen. Yeah, it's working. Okay. We are in business. This is not fantastic. I can hear it running in the background. It's trying to do something. Oh, why? It's like super keen to play. Again, it's coming up with this memory bullshit. Alright, let's try... Where does it run from? Maybe I'll check the files. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. If not, I'll just swap over to some Overwatch. It's not a big deal. Alright, cool. Seems like it's doing a little bit of something. I swear, every time I go to play a game or go to do something, there's always a problem with it. Oh. Cool. Cool bananas. Let's try this again. One more time. And then I will try it again. I mean, I'll try some Overwatch instead. I don't know now. It's not even. It doesn't even have music. Ah, there we go. Just crap it out on me for some unknown reason. It's always fun. Play duo. I'll play I'll play duo. Screw it. Hopefully, I'll find a teammate. I don't know if I turned matchmaking off. I don't know if I did or not. Shit. Hopefully, I actually get paired with someone this time. Especially for my first couple of games of the day. I don't feel like really Ramboing it, so we'll see how we go. Yeah, hopefully once I get my shit sorted, I'll be streaming an appropriate amount of times every day. Like, I'm streaming 4 hours a day usually, which is okay, but I want to stream at least 8. But it's so hard to stream 8 consistently, so I'm trying to get my, like, personal life sorted. So we'll see how we go. It's just taking me longer than I thought. I was hoping to do it last week, but it makes it hard around work and everything else. What are you looking at, mate? Get out of my face. Put some pants on. What's going on here? Damn, that dude's quick. I'm fast as fuck, boy! Alright. Let's see where this Phil wants to go. Go here. I like this place. I don't want to go to school. Nah. Go here. Away from people. Alright. If we die, at least we know whose fault it is. It's like a million people dropping here. Like, I don't understand why you would even drop here. Obviously, the guy likes waiting in in the lobby. We shall see how we go though. Damn, this is not good. Yeah, good job, mate. You did well. Shit. Now I'm gonna have to fucking... Oh no. This is so bad. Why did I listen to this guy? I'm dead. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like the worst idea ever. There's fuck all I can do about it. Oh my god. This is so sketchy. Oh my god. Shit! Run! Shh, shh, shh. I'm in the toilet. Shh, shh, shh. Come on, Mayhem. Come down here and give me a hand. Alright. I have a grenade. Oh shit. Yeah, good job, Mayhem. Thanks for that, bud. Why do I listen to people doing dumb shit like that? Jesus. literally nothing I could have done. There was like 6 people that landed on that roof. I walked into a room hoping there'd be a gun and instantly got blasted. That's what I said. Like, I don't mind dropping in places like that, but you have to have some type of communication. And like, obviously, me and him not having any communication doesn't help. It's like jump in a normal spot. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, you would think that, like, yeah, if you're with friends and shit, yeah, it's fun and all. But if you can't communicate and you can't say anything to each other, it's not very good. One is usually bound to die. It's unfortunate that was me getting railed by some dude. Alright. Let's see how we do a little Jemima. Jemima? I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know how to talk, so. For some reason that shit doesn't work on mine. For some unknown reason. I don't know, maybe the push to talk button's not right. Alright. Can deal with that. Maybe drop here. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, yeah, it's cool. You can do that. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but hi. Cheers, Mallard Videos. Thanks for that, dude. I'll be doing the giveaway later on tonight. So unfortunately I have a few things that I've got to do in my own personal life. So what I'm going to do is stream for a little bit now. I'm going to dip out, go do the shit I've got to do, and then come back. And then, yeah, do my usual name of pulling scenario. And yeah, we'll see how we go. I don't know if this is a good spot. This seems like a good spot. Well, why did I not land on the roof? That was dumb of me. Idiot. Never actually landed here before. Not that I've played this game a million times to say I've landed everywhere, but... Didn't even know this place was here. So many suppressors. I'll grab this just in case. Been kind of learning how to use it. Just in case. Not amazing with it, but I know how to use it at least. Like the only time I ever grabbed the gun, I didn't know what I was doing. Yeah, hopefully you're doing well, Mallard Videos. It's unfortunate that I'm not able to hang out for too long. But yeah, hopefully you can hang out for a little bit, dude. Sweet FA. Not a bad spot to land though. Should you check all these places? I would assume so. Ooh, no, I guess not. Nice. Nice. Grab the other one and go give it to the other chick. See if she wants it. Oh. Whoever this little Jemima is. Boy or girl. This is a pretty good spot. Where is it? I don't know if you want that, but no. What's going on, Proth? How are you, man? I love Simpsons, dude. So any Simpsons reference you got, this is the place to drop them, dude, for sure. Hopefully, having a good one, man. Ooh, I'll take this. Thank you, friend. Yoink. What's that? What's that? I know them problems, man. It took me a while to get used to my mechanical keyboard. Like the buttons and stuff are really raised, so it's really hard for me. Like, it took a while for me to get used to. So I know them feels, man. It seemed like I had no grammar or very poor English skills for a very long time. Which I don't have the best, but definitely better than it seems. How's your day been, man? Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. Been having a pretty busy week, actually. Seems like every day I've been doing something. But hopefully all of this extra bits and pieces that I'm doing will get me to the point of where I'm able to stream at least 8 hours a day. So I don't mind putting in the effort. Yeah, it's always a good thing most of the time, dude. I usually try to keep my day as slow as possible. I swear that dude whipped out binoculars then. I was saying that the other day, this game really needs binoculars. That'd be sweet if they had binoculars. Hey. Oh. Tripping. Hopefully, in the next couple of days, dude, I'll be playing some more Overwatch. I'm trying to get my my placement matches done. So, oh shit. So if you're keen to play some Overwatch in the next couple of days, dude, I'll definitely be down. So, gotta get out of here. Wish I could hear or talk to this other dude. That'd be so good. Like, I just changed my shit up and I still can't hear him. It's hard for me to hear shit in general, to be honest. Oh no, I can hear that. Alright, cool. He just shat himself. I did not mean to do that. I was just testing to see if I could hear shit. We gotta move, dude. There's a bike right in front of us. Nice. I am so driving this bike, though. Sick of... Nice, dude. Yeah, to be honest with you, I watch a, like, especially these days, I've been watching a lot of PUBG streams myself. That's kind of what got me back into playing a lot of it again. I just really enjoy the game. Like, again, it took me a while to get over the point of it. It's not like H1Z1. You can't like aggressively push people. You can't do a lot of stuff that I was used to in like playing H1. But it is really, really fun. The only thing that I dislike is it is very slow in points. It feels like a lot of the time you just kind of loot up just for one fight, and sometimes you get picked off from a distance by someone that you don't see, and it's little things like that, but I really do enjoy the game. Yo, I got this one. Oh, you want to race, do you, mate? This one's way quicker. Come get this shit. Alright. He just, like, spun out. Ride mine. Get on this shit. Alright, whatever. You know, I definitely do it. I'll either message you on Steam or, let you know over, BattleNet or something like that. And this... Oh, he wants to get off into here. That's probably a smart idea, dude. Much smarter. I'm driving, though. Shotgun driving. Yeah, good boy. Thank you. Whoa, shit. We gotta get the hell out of here. What's going on, Lion? How are you, dude? Hey, Astro. How are you, man? Thanks for coming past, guys. Unfortunately, I won't be streaming for a long period right now. I have, like, a few extra things that I have to do before I can stream again, so I will be dipping out probably in like a half an hour or so. I will be back in like an hour, hour and a half. Again, I won't be hanging around for too much longer as well. But hopefully, if I keep working at shit in my own personal life, I'll be able to start streaming at least 8 hours a day. It's just shit I gotta organize, unfortunately. Oh, did you have a nap or something, Lion? Or... I think naps are probably one of the best things ever. Alright, let's just book it all the way to where we need to go. Hopefully without getting railed by people on the way. Yeah, well, just little bits and pieces that I've got to fix up. Like, I've got my work pretty much sorted. It's just little things that I've got to do. I want to try to stream 4 hours in the morning, 4 hours in the afternoon. Or 4 hours at night, should I say. It's just, yeah, trying to sort things out so I can do that. Yeah, I've definitely done the full day naps many times. Or you sleep for too long and, like, you feel more tired than you did before you had a nap. Like, that's always the risk you take, unfortunately. They are pretty fantastic, though. Especially when you don't have anything else to do and you just want to chill. It's good shit. Dude's like on a magical ride that he cannot get off now. This is why I like being the one in control and driving. Because otherwise I just don't trust people. Because you can just do so much shady shit with someone else in the car. Yeah, usually how it goes, Lion, unfortunately. Yeah, it happens to me all the time, Prof, unfortunately. I've gotten a lot better at it, so now instead of just, like, sleeping, I'll actually set a timer so that I'll get up in, like, an hour, hour and a half. Because otherwise I'll just sleep too long. Yeah, no, like, if I sleep for an hour and a half, I usually, like, feel pretty refreshed, or, like, an hour maybe. But yeah, any longer than that, and I do feel really shitty and dehydrated and stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty annoying, unfortunately. But yeah, like I said, if I set an alarm, I've kind of gotten used to it, because I do enjoy napping during the day. Especially when there's, like, no one home, and it's just, like, take an hour or whatever, it's always good. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to drift king it here. Get out and go to the top of this mountain. Yeah, that is always a problem, Prof. I eat way too much sometimes and always feel the same way. And that's just in general. That's not me even, like, doing anything extra. That's just me just eating too much. Especially lately. I've just been smashing heaps of food. Which is a good and a bad thing. I really need to start exercising more, though. It's like, I can't remember if it was yesterday or the day before I had to do something. And I was, like, running late for it. And I had to run. And it was, like, a reasonable run. Like, I had to run, like, maybe a kilometer or something like that. And my god, by the end of it, I felt like my heart was going to explode. Shit was ridiculous. Probably from eating too much, I guess. Yeah, it's never fun. Just passing out. When I get super tired, I usually do pass out. But luckily, well, it's a good thing and a bad thing. I don't sleep for very often. Like when I do fall asleep, I only sleep for like 2 to 3 hours at a time. So I don't ever sleep for like 8 hours in one big block. So I don't just like sleep the whole day away. Otherwise, I can definitely see myself doing that. Yeah, I've definitely been that tired before, Lion. It is quite unfortunate. I don't know if this is the best spot. I don't know why this dude came here. Like, I was just going to the top of the mountain. Okay. Yeah, like, I used to be super fit. Like, I played a lot of sports, and then worked out a lot. Things like that. And just over the years, like, the past 3 or 4 years, I've just, like, not done anything. And just slowly and slowly gotten, like, more and more unfit. Got 50 shots in this. Or 60. It's not too bad, I guess. Right, let's get out of here. I don't want to stay here. Let's move. Some people have the funniest names. Shootin. Stop! We're not hiding. I don't want to hide. What? Still got ages. Let's just keep moving. This is the annoying thing about this game. It's like people just love hiding. What's going on, Crimson? How are you? Yeah, I used to skate a lot too, Prof. I used to love it. The only unfortunate thing is I had to stop when I was probably like 18 or 19 when I started working a little bit more. Because I used to always do a dumb shit. Like, I was pretty reasonable. Like, I wasn't good. But I would try a lot of dumb shit and get myself hurt. So I kind of had to slow down a little bit. But yeah, I think skating now, I'd probably skate maybe the same deal, like 100 meters, and I'd probably end up losing my shit. Oh, really, Crimson? That's great. My mate just got 271, so he's slowly getting there. I think I got I think I'm on 230, so I'm getting there as well. But that's really good, Crimson. Smashing it. I know. That's what it feels like, Lion. Like, I love this game, but it's very slow. I don't know. That's just my own personal. I wish it was a little bit quicker. Yeah, it is Astro. Like, I don't know, like, I think the best trick that I've ever landed and I've ever done is kickflip down an 8 stair, and that was like the sketchiest landing ever, and it took me so long to do it, and it wasn't even really a skillful type thing, it was more of a luck type thing. Do you know when you try something so many times, and it's just that one time that you just get it right? That was pretty much it. But I loved it, it was good, it was good. What are you doing? I don't want to hide! Yeah, I could imagine, Crimson. This game, like, Destiny 2 is definitely what I wanted it to be. Like, I've been watching a lot more of my mate play as well, and there's just little things, like they have quests for exotics now. They have a lot more exotics. They have a lot more different things that you can do even after the game's finished. There's, like, heaps of stuff to do on each planet. There's, like, a lot of variety to the game, you know what I mean? Like, they did do a really good job in making the game a lot better. I've never played Gary's Mod Hide and Seek. That does sound pretty fun. That's why I like Prop Hunt. That's kind of what I see Prop Hunt as, is like just a hide and seek. Alright, let's get... Oh, he's already gone. Is he out of here? Yeah, let's get out of here. I've gone the wrong way. Wow. Damn, Crimson, you're killing it. Yeah, the competitive Destiny is really fun. Like, I can't wait until it comes out on PC for the sense... Like, I enjoy playing it on, like, the controller. But I just really love, now that I've got a PC and that I've played a lot of PC games with the mouse and keyboard, I really do enjoy playing games on mouse and keyboard now. But 16 exotics is pretty ridiculous. Yeah, well, that's true, Lion. Very true. Yeah, I do enjoy aiming with a mouse 100%. Especially since, to me, I'm aiming with my, like, my whole arm and my whole side of my body. Where, like, when I use a controller, it's just my thumb. And it takes a while for me to kind of, like, lock onto someone's head, where I feel a lot more on mouse and keyboard. The skill gap's a lot higher for me to kind of work on just going straight for the head. Yeah, Prof. So I've got it on PS4, and I've already... So I bought it on PC before I bought it for PS4. And I also bought the really expensive pack on PC, so I've got like the season pass and all the extra bits and pieces. I'm hopefully going to be playing both of them. I'll probably play PC on stream and PS4 off stream. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. The Search and Destroy version is a little bit long. They've tried to kind of go as close to like Call of Duty type competitive nature, which is good in a way. That's why it's competitive. But I do understand where you're coming from. It is quite long. I don't know how to get them, Crimson. I have seen my mate work through one that he has at the moment. I don't know how to get them, but I know about them, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, sweet, Proth. I'm definitely keen to smash it out. I'm pretty sure Astro is getting it as well. So there's going to be a few people, and plus a bunch of other people in my other Discord are getting it too. So, what is this dude looking at? So yeah, so hopefully there'll be a bunch of us that can play. I'm pretty sure the majority game that I will be playing will be Destiny 2 on PC when it does come out. I still want to, like I said, play Overwatch. I'm still 100% going to do my Gary's mod on Sundays. But dominantly, Destiny 2 is going to be the main game that I play. Oh, shit. Exactly. Yeah, I like flick shot. Drag shots, it depends on what game I'm playing. Like, I do enjoy having the console and the like the controller for certain circumstances. But most of the time, I'm not a big fan. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much all Hanzo is. But the only problem is it's very hard to find a Hanzo that does flick shots and not just like sit there and like shoot stuff around the corner. But I can definitely tell you Lion is not one of those people. He definitely knows how to get those flick headshots for sure. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, that's cool. So, yeah, so that must have been what my mate did. He must have gone back and finished all the storyline. He loves doing all that stuff, so he's been smashing it. Exactly, Lion. Well, it's one of those things. He's very... I think we were saying this the other day. He's very double-sided. Like, you can play a really good game with him, or you can play a really shit game with him, you know what I mean? Same as Junkrat, like we were saying. Junkrat's very similar, too. Yeah, I don't know. It depends on the character, the person who plays him, Prof. Like, if you're good at aiming and you're good with the bow itself, then yeah, you're gonna get some really good kills with him. But you're very true. Like, if they don't have scatter arrow, a lot of people that just sit there spamming arrows around corners, not really going for headshots, just trying to get a bunch of body shots, and just scatter arrowing people. Yeah, they're the ones that are gonna lose their shit if it does disappear. And yeah, he does. His arrows are like crazy hitboxes. I'll take that. Shit, we're gonna get the hell out of here. Someone else is shooting. What the fuck? Give me one sec, guys. Right above the top of the stairs. Nice. Save me, please. Yeah, I remember my housemate saying the same thing. Especially since I want to get the Mitre multi-tool, I'll definitely be hanging on to him for sure. Just to make sure I can break him down. I haven't used a lot of my legendary engrams at the moment, so I have been kind of saving them. Yeah, that's exactly right, Lion. If you work with him, he works very well for the team. But if you're not helping, like helping him out, he doesn't do much, unfortunately. You're so pinned down right here. That's all I wanted. Fuck. Gotta get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I think that shit. I think the new changes with Mercy and Diva, I think it's definitely going to change the way people play the game and the way the team's played for sure. I think it's going to kind of help Diva a little bit in the sense of make her able to actually finish kills off. Because that's always the problem with Diva, unfortunately. Yeah, it's one of those things, like, I play a lot of Diva, but I think with the changes, it's going to make a lot of difference to people that actually play her the way that she's meant to be played, instead of just sitting around just using your defense matrix. Yeah, triple tank will be fun. Yeah, I used to love playing heaps of tanks, so three-way tanks would be fun. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm definitely looking forward to the Diva ones. Yeah, definitely Crimson. At least every 30 seconds you'll be able to do it. Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes it's hard to find good teammates that just don't instantly start talking shit straight away, Proth. That's kind of why when I do my placements, I really want to get, like, a few of my mates that I know are going to help me out instead of hinder me, you know what I mean? Oh, sorry, Astro. I didn't realize it was you. But yeah, dude, it's definitely better playing with the team. Like I said, if you really need some people to play with, Astro, probably in the next week or so, I'm going to be getting another Overwatch account too, so that I have like an ult to play with people. So I'm always keen to help you jump up, dude. Yeah, Proth got a pretty low one, unfortunately. They do, Crimson, they do. I don't understand how they have such the mentality that I do, but I think the anonymity behind, like, an Xbox or a PlayStation or a PC always helps with that type of stuff. Yeah, that's unfortunate line. I kind of like it. Like I said, I play a lot of Diva, as you know, so it kind of works in my favor, thankfully. Even though I prefer to play DPS, but it's just with the teammates that we have been playing with, I usually get stuck playing Diva, which I don't mind. Like, I enjoy Diva, but like I said, I do enjoy playing DPS. Yeah, I could imagine. Usually the free Overwatch weekends bring out a lot of people. Yeah, I got the same thing, Prof, with the... I think I won 7 out of my 10, and I got like 1,800 the last time in silver, so it was pretty shit. It's very hard to find Crimson where people are very polite. Yeah, very true, Lone. Like, Diva is such a heavy counter to Junkrat. But it depends. Like, if you can get a Junkrat that just sits there spamming around the back and everything like that, you're going to do alright. Yeah, definitely. Prothea is 100%. Unfortunately, it is Astro. Not as bad as League of Legends, but definitely. Nice, Lion. I didn't realize you had such a high win rate with him. Just give me 1 second, guys. Unfortunately, I'm just getting very close. It's me and this last dude. I've kind of camped out, which I don't usually like doing, but I've kind of started listening, like talking to you guys. So just give me 1 second. Because this is probably going to be my last game, so I'm trying to do everything in one. So trying to trying to chat and play at the same time. Alright, so this dude has to come in here. Shit. I don't understand how they don't pay attention, Crimson, especially if they're in the house. Especially a lot of the times I hear them screaming and yelling and shit, you know what I mean? You think their parents would know a little bit of something, what's going on. That dude has to be in that building over there. Exactly, Proth. That's kind of why I want to do it, just so that I can play with just a bunch of people all the time on my competitive. Not to do shit things, but to just try new things, you know what I mean? I don't want to troll on my account, but I definitely want to try new things that I wouldn't usually be able to try. Yeah, Astro, it's very hard, man. I felt the same way for a long time. You just have to find people that you can play with. Once you find the right people, it always works out. Oh my god, are you serious? That's what I get for not paying attention, unfortunately. Yeah, it's one of those things, man. It's like, Astro, when I started playing, when I got such a low score, I felt like just only playing for shits and gigs. But then at the same time, it's one of those things where if you drop out really early and don't keep playing a lot, you're just going to keep dropping further and further, and you're never going to get yourself back up again. Unless you find people that you work well with. I know, that's the thing, Crimson. Like, I think a lot of the times people, especially parents, will just like, they won't care what their kids do on a game because, like you said, it's just a game. But it's a very transferable thing. If you get angry and you get pissed off at people in a game to the extent where you're screaming and yelling and things like that, it's going to happen in other parts of their lives as well. You know what I mean? So when he's in an argument with someone, he's going to scream and he's yell. When he's in an argument with someone, he's going to call them names. Like, it's something that you've got to kind of nip straight away. Otherwise, it's just going to keep festering and getting worse and worse. And when they become adults, they're just douchebags. So it does, though. It blows your mind. You'd think, just like, why are you doing this? Like, obviously you're 6 or you're 10 years old. You have parents around. You'd have to. Like, it just, I don't know. It's stupid. Yeah, I haven't either, Proth. I haven't been playing since day one. Like, I have been on PS4, but not on PC. So, unfortunately, when I did my placements, the same as you, they go by your previous rank now. They don't go by how many you've won in your placements. So, everyone starts at bronze. So, when you first start the game, everyone starts at bronze. If you win 7 out of your 10 matches, that means you've won 7 matches higher than bronze. And that will put you in whatever it puts you, which is pretty much usually like silver. Maybe if it's 10 out of 10, I think you just get gold. So exactly, Crimson, exactly. It's like, and then they blame it on the kid. And they say, oh, he just has bad behavioral problems. No, you've taught him this, Tim. You've allowed him to do this stuff. Yeah, Lion. That would be the worst thing ever. That's why I made sure I pay for my internet and it's in my room right next. It's literally right next to me, so no one can touch it. Exactly, Prof. Like, I think it's always good to be compassionate and think about people and try and look after your children and not throw them in the deep end too many times. But at the same time, you have to sometimes. You have to do these things. Otherwise, they don't turn out to be very good members of society, unfortunately. Hamo, I can't, dude. I'm just about to go out. I will be back in probably like an hour or so. So if you're still up and still awake, I'll definitely be keen for some duos. Unfortunately, I kind of just shat on that dude and wasn't paying too much attention. And we got second, but we could have easily have won if I was actually paying some attention. So I feel kind of bad. So, but yeah, when I come back, man, I'll definitely 100% pay attention. So if you're keen, let me know. Yeah, Lion. People are a little bit wrapped up sometimes, especially if their parents give them so much and you take something away, they instantly just crack. And it's very bad, especially later on in life. Like, people are going to always take things from you in life. You can't just always cry, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's unfortunate, Crimson. A lot of the times, depending on what platform you are playing, Overwatch does appeal to a lot of younger children, or younger kids in general. It doesn't always mean that every kid under the age of 16 is going to be like a toxic person. Like Astro, he's younger, he's not toxic at all. Superboy, he's young, he's not really very toxic. For a little bit, but again, he's not that bad. Like, it's things that you've got to work on as people. If they don't realize that they're doing something wrong, they're never going to be able to work on it, and it's very unfortunate. So sometimes I think it's good to pull people up on things, but a lot of the times you say things like positive things, and they just flip it back on you. Oh, really? Yeah, I always watch a lot of Tim the Tap Man. And yeah, a lot of the times the anonymity thing behind the keyboard makes people say just stupid shit that they wouldn't usually say in real life. I try to be me no matter what platform, even if you can't see my face or whatever. I still try to be the same type of person. Like, I can be toxic sometimes. I try not to be as much as possible, and I think that's the key, is trying not to be. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes people crack, sometimes people have a bad day, but you can't consistently keep being like that because it just ruins games. Yeah, it's pretty annoying when people get what they want and they turn into these, like, I guess you can call them like cotton wrapped type people where they're just, anything that happens to them, they just start freaking out. Yeah, Tim is pretty toxic, but like I said, I think everyone is toxic. It's working on being a better person is the whole point of life, I think. Yeah, I would as well, Lion. And that's the thing, Crimson. I think these days technology helps people. Like you said, if you have children, it helps them in the sense of, you know where they are, you can contact them, stuff like that. But if you teach them the correct things and the right way to use that technology, it's not a bad thing. It's if you don't teach them how to use it and they use it as like a crutch, like they spend their whole lives on there. They'll, like Lion said, they'll cry for it. It's those things that you've got to be careful of very early on. Otherwise, they turn into mindless people later on in life. Well, I don't know. I liked him, man. So it's one of those things. He does try. I think, like I said, it's one of those. If you try to be a better person, I think that's the aim of the game, really. I think that's it, Crimson. Sometimes if you've tried really hard, just keep it to the bare minimum communication. A lot of the times, people will warm up to you and they'll just stop being idiots. If they don't, that's their own fault, and you can just live on. You know what I mean? Yeah, Sinatra is a little bit, but again, it's a lot of the time I think people were just messing around. Sometimes people would, that's just their personality. They like just talking to people in a certain way. Sometimes people take it as a joke. Sometimes people don't. It's just one of those things. I think if you're not inherently completely always abusive towards a person, then it's not always a bad thing unless it's consistent. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, once in a while, if you get pissed off, it's not too bad. But yeah, consistency of being a douchebag is not what we want. Exactly, Line. It is a very legit reason to have a phone for sure. Yeah, my dad did the same thing for a very long time. He used to buy a really old shitty phone and then give me that. But then it just worked out easier, me giving me his old phone. So when I did get a lot better phone, I was very appreciative of it and I took a lot better care of it for sure. Yeah, I do enjoy watching Tim Lyon. He's really good. I could definitely see a salt video growing of me on the internet very soon, unfortunately. Like I said, it's something that you've got to work on. I try and work on it as much as possible. But yeah, it happens sometimes. Very true, Astro. And I think that's kind of what I'm saying too, is like and I think a lot of people do have bad reactions to things that happen in the game, that happens in games. It's not always that they're a toxic person. It's just shit happens sometimes. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's it, Crimson. You've got to know when to take things from them so that you build up some type of boundary and discipline system. Because if they don't have any boundaries or discipline later on in life, it does really mess them up for sure. I do enjoy trolling people line. I try not to as much as I do, or as much as I used to when I was younger. Not just because when I was younger I used to do stupid things. It's just that I don't know. The games that I play now, when you troll people, especially Overwatch, if you troll people, they get really tilted, and it's really hard to play with tilted people. So I try not to as much as possible. Yeah, I think it's probably better, Crimson, to kind of keep it. Like, I think it's good that kids try and be more mature in a way, but not when they're acting up, acting like a 16-year-old, like trying to be older, trying to act that certain way. I think then keeping those age restrictions is a very good idea. And Pokemon's amazing anyway. I wouldn't be complaining about having to watch Pokemon anyway, so. Yeah, it's not too bad lying in QP, but again, it's one of those things that I don't know. It does hamper other people's experiences in the game, but then at the same time, people also have to take what happens on the internet with a little bit of grain of salt. In a way, like, don't buy too much into things. Like, if someone's trolling you, don't just go nutcase crazy on them. You know what I mean? Like, realize that that's the way the internet is a little bit. People troll, people have fun. That's just the way it is. It's depends on how you react to things and how badly they're trolling. There's a difference between trolling someone and just flat out just insulting a person and just being a dick. You know what I mean? Oh, in my eyes, that's the way I see it. Yeah, yeah. Like, I try not to as much as I can, Crimson, get angry. Like, but like I said, it happens. You know what I mean? Like, I try to keep things PG in the stream, but I do talk. Either I do swear or I talk about things that aren't always appropriate for like younger people. Not in a sexual way, but more in like more mature type things. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's things that I'm trying to work on, but I always think that I want to open my stream up to a variety of people. I don't want to keep it just PG, but I don't want it to be too vulgar or too much of me swearing to the point of where, like Crimson, for example, you wouldn't want your 8-year-old to watch me because I'm too vulgar or too out there or too whatever. You know what I mean? I want to be accessible to everybody. So yeah, so I do get angry, but I try not to as much as I can. I don't have a server yet, Line. I'm still working on it. And sorry if I'm a little bit behind on some of this, guys. I'm trying to keep up. I'm very appreciative that everyone's talking. Like I said, I'm waiting for my monitor to come in. I really should be reading it off of my monitor that I have right in front of me right now. But I'm just about to leave, so I don't want to get myself too sorted out too much. But yeah, Line, I'm getting that sorted. So hopefully on Sundays it'll be a consistent thing where I have my own server and it makes life easier for everybody. We do, Prof. We do, man. I think that's kind of what I have Sundays for. That's why I like to play Gmod, like messing around. Once we finish playing Gmod, if you do want to hop on to Overwatch and just mess around on there as well, dude, I'm more than open for that. That's pretty much what Sunday is for. Just Sunday fun day, man. Just enjoying ourselves, you know what I mean? Yeah, it was annoying, Crimson. I probably shouldn't have gotten so annoyed with it. Like I said, it happens sometimes, but I won't be hopefully making that same mistake twice. Yeah, that's it, Line. You got to know when to not troll, and I think a lot of people don't know that. You know what I mean? Like people troll in competitive, and it's just not right. You know what I mean? I think that's definitely there's got to be a line, and that's definitely one of them. I try and keep it serious in competitive for sure, Line. And like I said, you have a bit of a laugh, but not troll. And like, there are a lot of people that do troll. Like either they'll pick stupid characters or they'll just want to derank for some reason. But it's affecting five other people for no reason. You know what I mean? So you definitely got to keep it kind of serious. I've never heard of that show, and I'm usually watch a lot of the younger type stuff. But no, I've never heard of that one before, Crimson. Yeah, it definitely. I couldn't say about the TV show myself. I haven't really watched it. I think TV shows aren't bad unless you don't teach your kids about what they're watching. You know what I mean? Like obviously there are bad TV shows in the sense of like they're too mature for the children, but I think a lot of the time some of the content in TV shows, if you talk to them about it, it shouldn't really be that big of a deal. But I cannot comment on that TV show whatsoever because I have not seen it, so I couldn't say about that one. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of Disney, man. Like, when I used to live with my dad when I was about 16, 17, he had Foxtel, and that's all I used to watch. Yeah, too easy, line. I'll see you soon, man. I'm actually just about to dip myself, guys. So, I will be saying goodbye in a few minutes. I'm just going to finish reading up, and I'll have to head off. I'll hopefully be back in like an hour, maybe a little bit longer. Again, I won't be streaming for very long, probably only an hour as well. But hopefully, once my life is sorted out, like my own personal life, I'll be streaming at least 8 hours. It's always good to have something to call people. I usually call people dude or man or. So I guess I can't really talk either. Yeah, I think that's just something that is just inherent about being a kid, Crimson. You always think that you're smarter than your parents. It's just like I said, if you talk to them about it and let them know that if they do have any like ideas or anything, that they can come to you first, so that you can actually make the decision for them instead of them making the adult decision. They're always going to come to you for that type of stuff. Not saying that it's fake, but more just talking to them about what is going on in the TV show. Like I would hope that what they're watching, even if it even if it's not fake, it still reinforces some good things about about the TV show. So telling them that it's fake may ruin that. So I don't think telling them that it's fake is probably a good thing. Maybe like just talking to them about the content of the TV shows. So like if you get a chance to watch it with her, and hopefully she'll open up and talk to you about it, and then you'll be able to see what she gets from the TV show and be able to talk about those different contents with her. That's kind of what I'm saying, Astro, a little bit. Not just instantly just saying that it's fake or whatever. I know, Crimson. I think that's just unfortunately the age that she's at, that where they just have that instant attitude. You can't unteach that. You know what I mean? It's just cross your fingers that the way that you're parenting will eventually, when she gets to that right age, she's gonna grow out of it. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of kids have that attitude, unfortunately. Yeah, I know. Like I said, a few of my friends have kids that are around that age, and whenever I go over to their house, it's literally like talking to a 16-year-old. They just have so much attitude. Well, that's right. As long as you explain to them, Crimson, I think that's the most fundamental thing that you can do. I think, yeah, a lot of the times, like I said, that is just that fundamental thing that when you're young, you think you're smarter than like smarter than everyone else. But I think that it's if you have different ideas than a teacher or different ideas than someone, you always got to make sure that they're able to come to you with those ideas, so that if they do have any stupid ideas, they'll come to you with them first, and then you can talk them down or tell them why it's not the best idea. And that's it. If she understands, and I know that sometimes you've got to explain it to them, but you don't want to explain it too many times. You know what I mean? Like, I know that my dad always kept reiterating the same things, and even as an adult, he still does the same stuff. So you do have to be careful with that. But yeah, like I said, just kids those ages just do have that little bit of an attitude, unfortunately. Yeah, I know that tone. Trust me, I'm doing it in my head as well. I think everyone knows that like 6-year-old, 8-year-old girl tone, the high pitched little attitude that they got. Yeah, but that's the thing, Crimson. You've just got to make sure that you teach your kids what your mum taught you, or teach them better than your mum taught you. You know what I mean? It's just always about perspective. You know what I mean? Like I said, she's 8. She's gonna have some attitude. You just have to make sure that it seems like you're doing the right thing. You're not giving her more attitude. You know what I mean? Like a lot of parents will just leave it alone and just go with the attitude and make it worse, and then they never grow out of it. And that's something that you definitely don't want. But it seems like you're definitely teaching her the right thing, so I wouldn't really worry too much. But it seems like you do have a few years left of it. I think probably until she's like maybe like 25, she probably won't have as much attitude towards you. So you've got a very long way to go, unfortunately. That's it, right? That's exactly right, Astro. You've got to always explain to your kids, not yell or scream or be derogatory towards them. Again, you don't want to give them the sense of they're your equal. Like, you are the parent. You are the one that has to, in the end, do what's right for your child. You know what I mean? So you're technically not equals in that sense. Like, you don't make the same decisions, but you should speak to them like they are your equal. You don't want to talk down to them. You don't want to yell at them. You don't want to say things to them. But like I said, you want to make sure that you have that boundary where you're the parent and they're the child. Like, in the end, you're the one that says what goes. It's just the way that you go about it is what makes you a good parent, I think. That's that's the thing, Crimson. I think once you find something where you guys like bond in that sense, I think it would probably be a little bit easier. But yeah, it's very hard when you're more of a tomboy and into video games and stuff like that, and she's completely the opposite. But it's like me and my dad. Like again, when I was younger, I was into more sports, and my dad's a very like sporty type person. I'm not really like that anymore. But it's just something that you got to just find some common ground. It's just very hard. That's very true, Crimson. Like, it's very hard to say that this will work or this will work, but very different circumstances, you need to try something different sometimes. And sometimes you do have to yell. Sometimes you do have to be that strict person. But I think, especially I think what Astro's trying to say is about being strict all the time. And that's what I kind of find is that if you're strict all the time, where you have no bend, you have no flex, you have no give, when that happens, you make that person's life very hard. But it doesn't seem like you're that type of person at all. That's really cool. I'm glad. It's always good to have something that you can bond together. And that's it. That's it. You've just got to find things where if she does something wrong, you take it away so she knows boundaries. Everyone's got to have some type of rules and boundaries in their life, because if they don't, or if they don't grow up with rules and boundaries, it's very hard for them to have that for themselves later on in life. And if you don't have rules and boundaries, it's very hard to do things. Like, it's all well and good to, like, enjoy yourself and have time off and all that type of stuff, but you have to have some type of, like, goals. And if you don't have it, you can't have a goal without having rules. And if you don't have rules from the start, you're very unorganized, and it just makes your life very hard later on. That's it. Like, if you teach her now, it's going to help her later on in life. Even though she probably sees it as you're a monster for taking her stuff away, but she'll definitely appreciate it later on for sure. It's just like I said, you don't want to be too strict, which I don't think that you are, but like Astro said, it's never fun having strict parents. Well, that's good. That's good to hear, Crimson. That's what you want. That's it. It shows that she's trying as well, you know what I mean? Like, you've done something where it's had an effect on her, and it seems like the effect is showing her to try to be a better person, and it's working. So that's definitely good. Good to hear. Yeah, that's good, Astro. And I think at a younger age, it's good to know boundaries so that you have rules and stuff like that, but you don't want to always be that way. So I'm glad that they've kind of relaxed a little bit, because when you are older, you want less rules. And if they enforce too many of them, you want to break all of them. So you want to give them a little bit of leeway so that you both have give and take, so that you give them some rules, you can take away some rules, and it just helps the both of you. Yeah, I would be very proud. I would be very proud, Crimson. But yeah, you get that. That's just the way it is. I said a lot of mean things to my parents when I was a kid. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out, Crimson. I'm actually just about to leave now. If you can, I'll be coming back. So if you remind me again, probably at the end of the next time I stream, so it'll probably be an hour or so, I'll hopefully come back if I do get a chance, fingers crossed. But if not, I'll try and look at your profile in my own personal time. Wow. All right, Crimson. Well, yeah, I'll definitely check it out for sure, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Again, I'll be streaming a little bit earlier. I'm still not sure if I'm going to be able to do the morning streams yet. It's something that I'm working on. Again, it's a goal of mine, so it's just something I've got to work towards. All right, guys, thank you all for hanging out. I am very thankful. Sorry that I didn't really play too many games or anything like that, but I'm glad that we all got to hang out and chat for the little bits that we did. I will be coming back probably in an hour, hour and a half. If I don't, unfortunately, I'm a little bit too busy or I have something else to do. If I'm not able to come back, I will be doing my giveaway tomorrow instead of later on tonight. So I have the 250 follower giveaway, which I will just be drawing like normal. And then if for any reason the person doesn't reply in the next couple of days, I'll be doing a in-chat giveaway. So thank you all for stopping by. And that's it, Astro. I think a lot of the times if you teach them wrong from right, that's the fundamentals of life. If you don't teach them that, it makes it very hard for them to learn that later on. So it seems like they did the right job, man. Like, playing with you and like stuff like that, you do seem like a very mature person. Like, I wouldn't think that you are the age that you are. You do seem like a very mature person, man. So they did a very good job, dude. Exactly. It's you got to teach them wrong from right. All right, guys. Thank you all for hanging out. I always appreciate talking and chatting and everything like that. I will see you all hopefully later on tonight. If not, I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for stopping by. All right, guys. Enjoy yourselves. Bye.